How's training going at the minute, mate?
It's going very good. Just in that state of like lots of volume, like not in a full fight camp yet, so just waiting for something by the end of the year. Whether that's Cage Warriors offers come up in the UFC, whatever that is, just stay ready for that because I want one more this year. But it's at this stage where it's like a lot of volume, but not every round has to be to the death.
Yeah.
And that's like where you can really like actually build your technique. If you do every round to the death and put your A game in every round, you're not going to learn anything.
Is that because you're outside of fight camp now?
Yeah. It's like people think fight camp comes and you train more and more. You actually train a bit less in fight camp. It's just more intense. So it's like whatever the work it is, it's like jiu-jitsu, MMA, even if it's just like bag work or shadow boxing, like a playful aspect comes into it. That allows you to like grow, build new techniques, where you're not like pushing it to your physical limits every time.
Yeah.
You can actually learn something.
Obviously, like I said, no news just yet. Is there any sort of hints of what might be coming up, or?
I'm not 100% sure at the minute. I'm just staying ready for something at the end of the year.
Yeah. I think that was a possibility before, but I think he's gone on to join the UFC now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was contacted about that on holiday with injuries from the big fight with Driscoll. So I was like, it's not really like worth putting myself in there to risk any like re-injuries which become worse and worse and worse.
Contacted about a fight with Figlak?
No, I was just offered something and then it's like, I'm assuming who Figlak thought was the same offer. But, you know, good on him for being in that state of fight. It's like, good, he showed his heart, but things to work on. Still think it'd be a good fight with him down the line, whether that's in the UFC or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know at the minute, I just want to fight one more time this year.
Yeah. How's the gym in general doing in a minute? How are the lads?
It's great, it's booming. It's like, it was funny, it used to be, like years ago, Thursday, I know it's Tuesday today if you're watching the video, but Thursday class would be the most quiet class where it's just the hardcore. But now it's like Thursdays, I think everyone's learned how important wrestling is. They're like heaving. It's like Mondays and Thursdays in particular. Monday is like the first MMA class of the week, Thursday is wrestling. Used to be like certain classes would be heaving and then wrestling would be quiet, but like wrestling's so big now. It's like the mats are too full to have everyone on at once.
Yeah.
Great.
I put my saying, but obviously Zanya, one of the lads competed not too long ago in Almighty. One of the areas he shined was in his wrestling, in his takedowns.
He just shined everywhere. It was like brilliant striking, great control on the ground, great grappling. And now it's like he just absorbs everything like a sponge. Like I might get him with one move in one round, and then he does the same thing back to me. That's where this little shine is off the other night. We've got some like unreal talent coming through the gym now.
Yeah. Any of them lads got any fights coming up on the horizon? Another Almighty card?
I don't know if anyone's matched at the minute. We'll see as it comes up.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to seeing yourself back in the cage soon, mate, hopefully.
Yeah. I just want one more fight by the end of the year because that'll be a perfect 3-fight year. 3 fights, 3 finishes. That's like what gets laid out as like your template good year in MMA, 3 fights. That's like a good active year where you've got time to grow between each fight. So 3 fights and 3 finishes in a year, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
2 TKOs so far. Might be a submission or who knows what next time.
I think there's a card around New Year's time, I believe, on the Cage Warriors.
Yeah, there's November.
There's 2 in November, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 2 in November and then there's 1 in the New Year's.
Yeah.
I'll fight either of them if nothing comes up UFC wise again.
Yeah.